name is JC,
and it's your boy Illis.
This is the OFT SCRIPT podcast presented by Stat Boys Club ENT. And today we got a special guest, man. We got two special guests actually. I don't know why we said special guests. We got two special guests. We got Q Man, we got Bizzo. They're down here with our second official recording in the studio. I don't know why I got tongue tied right. But this is our second session in the studio. As you can see, last time we was in the art studio and recorded with Lando. This time we down in the actual podcast studio. They actually helped us hook it up, man. So appreciate y'all, man, coming through. Get some work. So getting into it, man. Go ahead, introduce yourselves, get your hashtags and all that. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all say your slogans and people with, they need to know to figure out how to, look y'all up.
BIZZOE _ BIZZOE, Twitter, Facebook, IG. Also, Ancient Flow Recordings at lowercase everything, Ancient Flow Recordings. My brother.
QMan614, IG, TikTok, artist name, all that. Google me, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget the 614. I do this shit for my city, family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I appreciate that, man, because we big in Ohio here, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm home team everything. I'm Cavs fan, Browns fan, Ohio State fan. Like, if it ain't Ohio, I don't fuck with it. Except for Cincinnati, man. Like, we had two rules in our house. You was either a dog or a pussy.
Hey, that's true.
Big bag of women. What you talking about?
But,
I'm gonna go ahead and break the ice. I'm gonna go ahead and break the ice with the elephant in the room. Big baby. Big baby. Hey,
Shout out Nat 317. Shout out.
Hey, big baby, shout out, Nova Sun, man. Hey, big Pittsburgh Steelers, baby. And now we're going off script. Now we're going off
so he
script.
going way off script. He
Talk
done left the state. But nah, man, it's all love down here, man. And also, too, man, I done mentioned it plenty of times if you've been following the podcast, but I'm a football player. I play flag, and these two brothers right here, I done had plenty of competitions with. Me and Q was even on teams before.
Yes, sir,
So,
sir.
like, man, this union that we done had, and, just a community done built, and now y'all here in the basement, man, I appreciate y'all coming through. So, but getting into it, we here to talk about ancient thoughts. Q-Man 614, we here to talk about Bizzo. So, first of all, I want to ask, how did y'all two figure out the collaboration? And also, too, like, how long did that production take between having two people having to collaborate for a whole album? Because y'all solo artists, so, run us through that and let us figure out how y'all got together.
I mean, it all started 2020 when we made the label.
Pandemic label.
Yeah.
We made the label, came together, I started making music then. I started 2019 doing poetry and shit, and then started actually writing music in 2020. And then after I made my first song, finally, and dropped it, I dropped it for my birthday in 2020. I was like, all right, it's time to go ahead and release that joint. I just went ahead and moved forward. And I started doing music more seriously and consistently. Me and Biz with each other for years.
All right, I said all of it. Shane Buck, my brother. I've been existing in the music space for pretty much all of my life. The way that I believe in ourselves and our bands as family, knowing each other, individuals. A lot of that I get from my mother. I mean, when I put up like things like ancient, it's like a lot of things to do and commemorate the goals that we got, choose for our children, the things that we were taught. Right. preserving a lot of specifically music elements of hip hop, all of them, even just from even what graffiti, b-boy, you know what I mean, MC, break dance, all things, you know, to do R&B, you know, and so I hope a lot of the elements that we believe in come out like in ourselves.
I'm really R&B nigga. I just got a hip hop for
Yeah, cause
I'm supposed to be my
I
R&B
mean,
music.
you mentioned the
Niggas can't
poetry.
rap all the time.
It's the way you it's the way you like you carry your voice, like you deliver your punchlines, your words and stuff like that, your word flow, like how you play with words and stuff like that. It's like a rap. Even when you was doing poetry back at Lincoln. Shout out Lincoln, shout out Uncle
Yes, sir.
I was coming to see you, I was coming to see, you know, all that. And when I was hearing you, it was the same shit like with Muff. I'm telling Muff, like, yeah, you do this poetry shit. All you did was
Bars.
He said, boy,
like you did was go acapella on.
He said, boy, you just brought your verse up again and went
Like, but I mean, like I said, well, you like it was a couple people that definitely told me. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's glad that you actually took that step.
Appreciate that.
It's here 2026 and we here. That's how that works, man.
And we're 6 years into even just.
Some people see that it is.
You know, so you gotta think, like, just bringing back the juice and shameless plug, us all being literally in the field together, you know what I mean?
Literally.
And him, you know, having already existed in these spaces, especially poetry and writing and having these gifts. Again, like I said, he's more than that, even, you know, having all of that and having it, I'm like looking at him like, bro, you come out with us, he with the Brewers. Shout out to 614 Richard, shout out to Justin Biller, don't make me go there, out of my script. Look, but nah, that's my brother, you know what I mean? It's like, nah, like, come on, not even just to the Reapers, like, really finish together, things like that. Let's get it, and that's somebody
You
that.
feel the life together.
Yes.
That's what makes, you know what I'm saying, like, you can feel the organic. Like, I was telling my artists, like, you can feel, like, it's a good feeling in y'all. You know what I'm saying? You can feel the electricity between y'all, the brotherhood between y'all. You can tell it ain't no, like, all right, I was threw two niggas together. But also, too, I heard Juiceless J.
Yes, sir.
So how did y'all?
Juice was one of the 4 producers.
Juiceless is one of my favorite producers in the city.
Shout out to Juice.
I heard some shit he did with Love. You know what I'm saying? I heard some shit he did with your stuff. And now that I'm introduced to your stuff now, like,
He was on 4 of those records.
Juiceless is nice.
Yes.
Oh, crazy.
That's something else. Again, I want to shout out to the producers. It's a lot of artists in the city. It's a lot of beat makers. It's a lot of producers, engineers. It's a lot of. One thing I want to say and be clear about is like, you can kind of hear the fire in like our producers, they artists, and how they get down. Just if you just listen to the beats. You know what I mean? It's like, them boys brung it. You know what I mean? And so like meet and match that energy. Shout out to our producers.
Yes.
JGH, Juices J, and Absolute, Chase Banks, all Columbus producers. Like you can kind of hear the fire. Like it's one of the voices, I'm not gonna say the voice of the city.
Yeah.
One of the voices that is very like you know, you can hear our producers doing that, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah. I mean, that's good though for the city, man, because the city kind of got like a weird identity where we all. It's kind of like some niggas sound like here, some niggas sound like there, and it's kind of, I don't want to, you know, just like pinpoint no certain like people. It's time for, like, if you notice, a lot of the shit is coming from the Midwest. Atlanta and the South kind of lost its time. And that shit is like ran over, it's redundant. You know what I mean? So now you hear Detroit, now you hear Chicago taking over and shit like that. And then you got people like J. Cole, he's from Virginia, but that's right there. So I think, like I said, man, it's time for the city to definitely have its own voice and its own sound. And you know, the younger generation, it's good for the younger even if y'all don't make the impact y'all might want, even if it passed down to a younger generation.
That's what it's about.
Then
Just having a
it's
voice
their
there
turn.
for it.
They'll carry the bag.
You know, and that I believe too is a lot of in our definition. Having a voice there for, you know, just the ancient thoughts. These are things that relatively, once again, bro, we are the same person. We don't all have all these thoughts, how we can feel. Like creativity is one way you can show like how your mind works. You know what I mean? And so for us all to have that in common, you know what I mean? We all wake up, we all go to work, we all, you know what I mean? Got our love interests, our wives, you know, our kids, our struggles. You might have somebody that don't like you, might don't they, but we all have it. And so we all have ancient thoughts, you know what I mean? Being a voice for that, like that does exist, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was speaking on that earlier. I didn't say that last time. That like most of the music that I listen to, again, has nothing to really do with me. You know what I mean? I still love it though. You know what I mean? Like, but I mean, I'm not, you know, into all that. You know, like my life is pretty much distilled. You know what I mean? So like to like hear music that's like, all right, this actually relates to me. You know what I mean? Like this is actually like a routine that I get up and do every single day, and like this is really, you know, this is really tough to like, you know, like continue to like be legit, and then like then turn around and try to make a dream happen. You know what I mean? Like despite like all like the struggles and everything else, like most of the music you hear is like pretty much like, you know, if you're not the stereotypical
Niggas.
yeah, if you're not the stereotypical or like the meta, you get what I'm saying? Like then you just a lame ass nigga, you get what I'm saying? Like pretty much. It's like that's all like the message is. You know, I got more money than you, I'll take your bitch.
And there's so much world out there.
I'll
like,
kill you and take your bitch. Like
that ain't the world. You know what I mean? It's
and
like,
that's
speaking of something,
yeah, that's what I'm getting at. It's like that's not the world, dude. That's not the world. Even though like I'll listen to it,
that's
I
out
love
there,
it.
but that's not.
But it's like at the end of the day, it's like, you know, how many times are you gonna like kill somebody, take their bitch, you get more money? Yeah, I mean, get a block, spin the block. Like it's like you know, yeah, you gonna spin the block so many times. So it's like it's not real, bro. Like at the end of the day,
Nah, you gotta spin again, bro.
you gotta spin again.
That's crazy.
But you can always. But what's the point?
It's
though?
easy.
Like,
I can rap and I can do that shit. Like,
and it's like at the end of the day though, it's like, you know, realistically though, you know what I mean? You gotta get a job, you gotta grow up. You gotta mature.
Kids, bro.
You get what I'm saying? Like that's realistic. You get what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, it's cool to hear something that's like realistic and it's like it sounds great.
You gotta truly build your dreams.
Yeah.
But how are you gonna get to that?
It's like motivate you to actually do something like worth doing something. You know what I mean? Like motivate you to actually do something that's like beneficial to the world. You know what I mean? So I appreciate y'all for that.
going for the seat. Getting back to the question. That's how the episode goes. That's how we do it.
But yeah, man, all together,
Yeah, how
the
long was the
project,
rejection?
man, it took about a month. We did the Destined for Greatness, had a little artist link up. Raja put together down at Coastside, ended up meeting T1.
Shout out my boy Roger, man. That's another plug.
Yes,
Shout out my boy Roger.
And we ended up making a little group chat from the people that we was down there talking with, and me and Al got together. She was the first one, like, man, what's up, I'm on it. I was like, come on, come through. Me and bro went through some beats, and finding one from Ant Absolute, man, shout out Ant, and we went to work on it. We had an open verse, sent it to the chat. Biz wrote back in like 5 minutes, like, hey man, I'm writing this now. So as soon as he listened to it, he was like, oh yeah, my pen working already. So I'm like, all right, bet. So he came like a week later, put his verse on there, We had it for like a month and a half. I'm like, bro, this record too hard. We gotta do something with it. Like I listen to it like almost every day, a couple times a day. So I'm like this joint in rotation in my little unreleased music. So I'm like, all right, we gotta do something with this. So me and bro in the studio, he came through to do a couple features. Came through to do a couple feature verses so he can send them out. And we start talking. I'm like, bro, we've been working together. We got this label. We've been together for almost 6 years at this point. It's 2020. It's December, right before Christmas type. And I'm like, bro, we don't even got a joint project together with just us two. And then it sparked like, all right, we about to do this. This is something that we can do, realistically get it done, because we know our productivity and the way we work together. So like, we had plenty of songs and shit together, but we had never put the album together. So we get to brainstorming. From the time of brainstorming, we set our track list, listen to beats, decided on what the concept for it was going to be. We did 4x4, so we got 4 beats from 4 different producers, and that's how the album ended up being structured. So we got 4 beats from JGH, 4 beats from Juiceless J, 4 beats from Chase Banks, 4 beats from Ant Absolute. That gave us our 16, and we had the one from Ant already, and that was the only one that we had with it. We had to get 15 tracks done before his birthday.
All Columbus, Ohio.
Yes, sir. All Columbus, Ohio production, man. All 4 of our producers from the city, we from the city. Shit, all of our features on albums from the city too. Shout out to John Spree, SK Reed, Muff B just dropped a project.
Shout out my brother Muff B.
Check that out. I'm on there with him too. You know what I'm saying? Ancient man, so it's all love there. But
That's great.
yeah, man, we
Muff D.
Yeah, me and Muff is like how y'all is. Like we've been knowing each other.
yeah.
Like we've been knowing each other for 20 years, man. My brother.
You know,
We done been through some funny ass shit, bro.
you know my, this is going off script. Do you know my cousin Justin by chance? Justin with Muff D. Justin Winters.
Yeah, that's my nigga. I know all the niggas, bro.
That's Juddy. You ain't supposed to have favorite cousins, and you ain't supposed to have favorite nephews.
Nigga, I ain't
You ain't supposed to have favorite cousins, you ain't supposed to have favorite.
Your family know who your favorite cousins is.
So that's my mother's soul. That's my mom's favorite nephew. That's
Bro, I'm gonna have to call
it.
it.
You know what I mean? So
I'm gonna have to call Justin
yeah,
now.
yeah. And let him know.
Guess why?
Shout out to Juddy.
Cause he just asked me not too long ago. That's funny that you brought up Justin. Cause me, him, and Dom, my partner Tone that I do the shirts with, we came up with the podcast.
Fire.
So that's funny that you hear right. That's funny as fuck that you hear right now because your cousin is the original email. Like we used his email to make our podcast.
That's
profile.
crazy. Yeah, I remember that.
And he was like, Justin, he was like, man, I can go ahead and take off, bro. Like, you know, I'm a little too busy right now. He was trying to get his career together and all that stuff like that. So, and shout out to my brother Justin, man. That's my That's my nigga. That's crazy. That man. There's a lot of connections here going on, bro.
That's what I'm like. If you know Muff like that, I know you.
He was on like if you listen.
That's family. You know?
Yeah, Muff got family everywhere.
Yeah.
That nigga got a cousin in everybody's family.
Yeah.
But
that's family too. That's love. We family.
Yeah, bro. Damn, that's crazy.
Yes, sir.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. All this shit organic, man. Everything organic, everything authentic, brother.
So in that's what I wanted to ask the next question. When did y'all like settle on like a routine? Like just for people that's like trying to, chase a goal or like, accomplish a project. When did y'all like, all right, now it's time to lock in and set a routine?
Boom. Now I get to talk dates with y'all. I get to get into the skeleton.
To that quality.
It was November 25 when we finally got the DFG done. So we sat on that it was really almost, we like to say a month. It was almost like 2 to 3 weeks. Does that make sense? So, we decided that time, hey, we're gonna start working on things, get things going. We start passing beats December 31st of 2025. We start passing the beats, because at that point we had the membrane, like he spoke on, had the beats from our producers. We even had it in list. Down, even though we had DFG, we already had that track too. We had Prayed Up and all the beats that you hear already on it. And so, by December 31st, 2025, we pass the beats, we get our track list together. Already put DFG at number 2, then we start writing down, we got till January 26th. By the 26th, so 31st, 26th, about like 5 or 6 day difference, about almost 4 weeks, like a month. But in that time period, we put our songs together, we put the verses and hooks together, we wrote a lot of it together. And the other part of it, that we were sending memos and stuff like that, it was tapped in, like basically just tapped in, you know what I mean? And the process, like he spoke on, similar, it's like reps, repetition, you know what I mean? We've been recording so long, I've been dropping a mixtape or an album or something since 2009, it's 2026, we did a 52-week project in 2024. I dropped under our label. He made the playlist, and we like it's like a whole like reps and reps and reps. So okay, we dropped. We've been making music for a long time. We got a good figure and measure. We put our mind to it, and we put our grind to it. We got it with our guys. That was the thing too. Like shout out to our guys, man. You know what I mean? Because we got our guys, and that helped get us like okay, boom. Once we got our list, we did our part. A great way, and the guys did their part. Everybody. So.
Definitely take your time. It sounds like you got a solid, core group, and y'all running the table, man, because a lot of people can't hold that. You see a lot of people, man, if they break down because they're trying to start a business with each other. It ain't every day where you can have a homeboy you start something with and then just keep going. So, I definitely feel that, man, because I'm blessed to have a partner. 10, 12 years, and it's officially 7 years.
Yes, sir.
Been doing shirts, and 3 events, and all type of shit.
Yes, sir.
It's definitely like a good feel, like my Tom, Cuz, my artist Lando, my other artist Duck, like without that team, like shit.
Yeah,
That shit break down. Even Muff, like even people like Muff, cause man, he rock my shit.
For sure.
He rock
And
my
we
shit.
done been through some, we definitely understand, and shout out to everybody that's putting in work for the goals, still taking care of their kids and still doing what, life has to do with it, you know what I mean? But, being yourself in the process, knowing yourself in the process, putting in work, a lot of people, and I don't want to say a lot of people, but, some people want to find the easy way or the shortcoming way, like I want to get the financial gain, but not putting no work into making the goals happen, not dropping no music, not doing no performances, not doing this and that. But when we get to talking the financials and we opening the bank account, we doing all this, oh yeah, I want to be involved with all of that, but that's not like, that's not organic, that's not authentic, that's not really what it's just about or what it's all about, you know what I mean? Especially when we get to talking, like, my son just started conditioning for football, my oldest son, 13, shout out Jace, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. I'm talking about family, I'm trying to get things done, you know what I mean? In a big way. It's not just that, it's the passion, it's everything, you know what I mean? Building from the bottom up, That's why I give all my people credit, man, everybody, because what are we without that, you know what I mean? Like,
my main part of my sister, man, like, taught her how to do it and she done took off. You gotta have them part.
I think that's like the community though, like, you know what I mean? Like just to have that kind of community structure where like all that positivity is like, it's a network You know what I mean? And it's like it's not just a network set up on like a dollar amount or anything like that. It's like this is a network where you can kick it, bounce ideas. You know what I mean? Unload some stress, like all types of shit. Where it's like it's organic. You know what I mean? Like, but, I really appreciate that. Like you guys like have this structure. You know what I'm saying? Like where like even just now like y'all find out like another mutual friend
Yes,
is
sir.
actually family. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah. But so like I was saying like what's your next goal from here? Like, or do y'all plan on doing another project?
We actually got another idea with the project. So first we want to get a couple. We about to start shooting a couple videos and stuff to get some visuals for it. But we also
Y'all want a sneak peek with y'all?
Shout out to
Can we get
Joey.
one? Can we get one? Which one y'all? Have y'all already decided which videos y'all doing?
I would say personally, we've been doing a lot of, we've been getting a lot of good feedback. You know what I mean? And so like
So y'all
everybody's,
still taking like the feedback?
yeah, and we kind of want to see, cause like the part of that art too is like the community. You know what I mean? And so like if it's a lot of people saying like, yo, I just want to hear smoke mirrors. They're getting smoke mirrors. Like you know what I mean? Like if it's a lot of people like, man, that $1,000, get that $1,000, I gotta get that fixation, bro. That's when they have to go. You gotta be the first ones out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like
now that you
that's
named
just
it,
a single.
Now that you
bro.
named Smoking Mirrors,
That's
Smoking Mirrors would definitely be a dope ass video.
yeah, Smoking Mirrors would be dope as a visual for sure.
But those type of, that's why I was like, well, because we are working on all of these things, but in a sense, with how the community is receiving, we receiving to that feedback, it's like we want to give it back. I mean, like those are the ones, and we're gonna get those visuals out first. I personally, we kind of have a goal to possibly do every one. I mean, but no, cut that out the.
We're gonna
But
at least do one video from each producer, because one of our next
I'll fuck with
goals.
that.
that's all.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll fuck
Because
with that.
one of our next goals, we're gonna do individual EPs. So it's gonna be a 4-track EP from each of the producers. So we're gonna re-release the records for the 4 tracks from Ant, 4 tracks from Juice, the 4 tracks from JGH, and the 4 tracks from Chase. So everybody can get a feel for those producers and the 4 songs that they did. Because everything is intertwined with the album and stuff, but like each of them deserve their life as well, because they all did their thing.
Hell yeah.
That's something that we want to.
That's dope as hell.
And we got alternative covers already for the.
Oh, for real?
That's lit.
I'll fuck with that.
Speaking of covers, man, shout out my dog Cushy Malone, man.
Shout out Cushington.
Big
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
That's my dog. He
Get
did
in
the
touch
cover
with
for us.
Cushington.
I don't know him, but like I fuck
Yes,
with
sir.
the music.
He was
I was saying,
graphics.
he's an artist, graphic designer. He making beats.
Again,
He doing everything West Side. You know what I'm saying? So that's,
again,
Definitely shout out.
that was one of my childhood best friends, bro. We grew up across the alley from each other type. So we was super cool when we was young. And then I moved a couple streets over and stuff, so we weren't as close after, but you know what I'm saying? When we was little, we was right there next to each other. So,
graphics he did for this. Some
He
shit
did the album work.
all the album work, bro.
I was about to get into that. Cause as you can see, we fuck with art.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
So
yeah, bro, did the album art and the visual
did
art.
y'all let him do his
Visualize
thing
too.
on the artwork, or did y'all like, hey, this is what we want, this is like the idea?
We gave him our ideas, and he brought them to life.
He did.
So he definitely cooked. He gave us a couple different options and everything. All of our feedback, he implemented it, and everything came out just the way we wanted it for. So he his ability to turn our words into art form.
Yeah, that's his art.
And he did it. It was like 72 hours, like we back and forth and got shit together.
He's like a gift,
So,
he's
like-
a gifted, bro.
Like everything, like he was saying, we really started like that late December, like that last week around, like right after Christmas type, where we had 15 tracks. we had an album cover and like the visualizer, all that stuff, and we had to record the music, write the music, and do all that stuff before January 26th.
Gotcha.
And we got everything done like the 24th.
Like 24.
We finalized all the mixes and stuff on like the 24th. So
Just
like,
doing like
slightly
the
under a month for real.
Yeah, but everything was literally everything you hear and all that. It was like it was amazing because we did lay the work for it. But what we did in each segment, like you can hear, like, and shout out to the guys, you can hear it, even beat changes, everything, bro.
So we did. We had to write, record, mix, and master 15 records and got all that done in under a month. Got the album art and all that stuff done like the final week or whatever, right before we was going into time to release, and everything came together like it was like perfect timing. And the project itself came together. We was like, we ain't did a project yet, so let's do one. When you want to do it? I was like, fuck it, let's start now. I'm like, all right. When we thinking about releasing? He like, I can do
Every
my
element into it immediately. Every element in
like we start brainstorming
immediately.
We start brainstorming in that session immediately, and bro, like shit, we can start now. Like, all right, cool. And then just ideas. We start figuring out what we was gonna do name wise, bouncing names back and forth. Ended up, I'm like, shit, let's do a 4x4, and I'm like, shit, we can do something like track related or something with a name or something like that. But then we ended up going on Ancient Thoughts, which is a title that he had previously and something that we had already kind of worked with and played with, and a record that he had previously released, Getting By, and
on Wild Boy in
his
July.
album that he just dropped previous too.
I dropped that album July 25 under Ancient Flows. It was Chase Banks, shout out Jay Niceman, Jordan Estosi, all Columbus, beat makers, you know, things like that. They really kind of concept with them. It was one album, but it was like half of so just them two. You know what I mean? The last song is by, and it's by Jordan Estosi. Shout out Jay Niceman. He says, and I'm stalling because I'm trying to get your exact lyric. He said, "Ancient thoughts so high that I can't come down." That's the first mention of, you know what I mean? And so that bridges the gap between what we about to do next.
Okay.
And so from July into, you know, releasing again in January under the, he was the one like, man, let's you know what I mean? And I'm like, bet. And especially looking for the album title, it's like, bro, that unleashes like, every idea was just so like, man.
It was tied into a previous record that we did together. Brought his last album into the new album, you know what I'm saying? So we went with the Ancient Thoughts process.
Y'all on some Marvel like universe.
You know what I'm
type
saying?
shit.
Just a little bit of connectivity throughout.
A whole lot. That's a gem right there. Like y'all go listen to his music and my music and Muff's music and John Spree's music and SK Rick music and anybody Ancient Flow music.
I mean, there's plenty of
Yeah.
there's plenty of track references through, especially my verses throughout the whole album. Like, there's a little parts of it of like I'm referencing other tracks from even throughout the album as we write in the album. Like, we ain't even wrote some of the other records yet, but like we had titles and shit. Like we had titles for the records. As soon as we found the beats, we fucked around, created titles for them before we even finished writing, and did all the groundwork, and then built from there.
What we working on?
Oh,
Because we trying to stack our
yeah.
we ain't gonna say like what we doing. But
Oh, yeah.
we got some ideas, like not music or nothing, but like dealing with art.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
whatever we can help. I don't care what it is.
We're gonna talk more about that off.
You want me to
That's
sweep
why I
the
said,
floor while
we're a
you-
little off script.
Hey, we ain't working on the
much
art.
on
I just
that.
need you to sweep the floor back.
Like, I'm about to say, like, if I get started on that,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
tell
but-
everything.
But,
Yeah, man. 15 records in under a month
Yeah,
was
that's-
crazy because, like, the way this man's pen work, he's sending me memos and stuff like, hey, you got this one done yet? I'm like, nah. But, like,
it's kind of like
It's
so.
awesome.
It's kind of like a young player in a vet, even though y'all
yeah.
like same age type shit.
For real.
Yeah,
This
this
nigga
is like
definitely
my-
a vet. He got so much more time.
I mean,
He got so much more time.
You
in the
started
game
off
than me. He
10
started.
years in the race
Yeah.
before he got to even like put his cleat down. So
But the way I look at him, it's the way I look at myself, and I think that's where all the blessings is. You know, it's like anything I have, and he's at his disposal and greater. I think that's what makes everything so great. You know what I mean? It just only amplifies, even down to children. Everything like you got, getting into stuff. Birthday for everything, like just giving it to the future. Like that's what past wants us to do.
see that they see that and that's
Yeah.
bring that to their friends and that's
Raising that
that's
way,
a real
we
leader.
have responsibilities. My son, we ever take the trash out, do this and that, get him incorporate this stuff, helping out, helping with the dishes, doing this and that, like just small stuff. It helps. It's now we're going on script.
So help somebody.
So I'm giving him my numbers again. I'm in my bill.
That's how I am too though.
So there's a study that says 70% of all adults were a part of 30% of the children who grew up with like bedtimes, ass whoopings, believe it or not, right? And responsibilities. Why? Because later on they learned the consequences. They learned how to pay their bills. They learned how they became the financial leaders. They became the ones who, because of at a young age, putting them in that sense of community. You know what I mean? Hey, I gotta do this. This is my part, and what can I do? Anytime any of my kids ask, like, how can I help? You know what I mean? Hey, it could be something as small as, you know what I mean? Go get us all some water, because you know how big that is. You know what I mean? And what they can take in, what they understand over time, and being able to help out, and that make them comfortable. Like, hey, Dad, can I have my tablet? Yeah,
I can't say
I
what
get
you
it,
do it
10
right.
days. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and things of that nature, you know what I mean? And it just helps build the whole diaspora. And again, it's like one of those things where, like, things we were taught, we want to try our best to preserve and leave that for them. You know what I mean? Like, because they coming after us. What do we want them to know and learn? And, you know what I mean? It's ancient thoughts, you know what I mean? What was our parents thinking? Like, they was thinking bad about it, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And so, I want them to know, like, this was y'all.
That was part of behind the mindset of going with ancient thoughts was just like breaking it down to the core values of life, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like family and responsibility and like those core values that we try to instill, that we have in ourselves, try to instill in our children, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot that went behind everything. And I'm really grateful how everything turned out.
Yes, me too, bro.
It was a process. It was doing that many tracks in that amount of time.
I think that's the part that I like to metaphor as the sweatshop.
Yeah.
Because when it does so much work, right? And this is a great, being able to produce such a great engineered, shout out to the city, shout out to the boys, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody. Such a great representation of ourselves in such a short period of time. That's what shop work like, you know what I mean? So,
I got two more questions for you, and
We like to edit this out.
We going off script. We going off script.
It was about that. As far as like
Honestly, like the relationship between us is so like real and authentic. It's never really business. You know what I'm saying? It's all real life. You know what I'm saying? Because we communicate damn near every day. Like kids get together.
I'll say this: there ain't nothing about this business that he don't know, that I don't know, that we don't know. That you know what I mean? And that is
that's
but yeah.
So it's literally really a brotherhood. Like
It's a way of life more so than a business.
Yeah, it's a way of life.
shit, we'll be having a conversation. We'll be like, shit.
So
He was sending me shots like that.
Right now, just now, like.
If we're not on the phone, because you know he be driving, you know what I mean. If we not already, you know, game planning and brainstorming, we get in, you know. So I'm very proud of this man as a man, you know what I mean. And so like that, you know, and so that I hope reflects like even just in the music, like what message are we trying to leave? Like, I mean, so.
he got me not cussing and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Got me not. Got me not.
Listen,
bro, he's playing.
My thing, bro, because for a long time he don't put profanity personally in his music when he releasing, and that's something that he's tried to instill in me over time. You know what I'm saying? And so if you look, there's no profanity on the album.
Yeah, there's a couple like things to say about that. Like number one, like that's 4 less words that you know people are like filler ins and stuff like that. So like it really shows the skill level.
Yeah,
And then two, it's like you don't have to edit anything for radio. Like that's going straight out there.
Yeah.
That was the thing. We had like 2 records that we had to edit because one, I had to drop the N-bomb and but listen, bro, there was no other word to put there but nigga.
It was beastie too.
You know what I'm saying?
It was like, ooh, really, we got it. That was
Yo,
I get too.
That's
He was,
I was,
you know how it is, bro.
I had
on fire,
I had
bro.
to pop
It's
a
like,
little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I'm really that nigga, you feel me? There's no other way to say I'm that nigga than to just say
it was like
You
that.
gotta
And
say
it was a bar, that's like, you gotta
Get the people going.
So
I was fire.
It was one of those. I was like, I'm not changing the word.
Fire though.
I will happily edit it.
But he was right though.
I will happily edit it, but I'm not
It's
changing the
hard.
word. It's gotta be what it is.
I
You
get it.
gotta like
100%.
yeah, just leave that one. For
That one's gotta fly. I was like, we
got it.
can edit it so it'll be radio appropriate and
But
whatnot.
that was
But
fire.
that one has to
That
sound
one to
good.
go then to, you know what I'm saying, have that raw range. Like this shit can be played in
Yes. Anytime if radio want to pick it up, any of the records, it can go straight. We don't got to worry about sending them a radio edit version. Everything already edited and ready
You
to
do it in
go.
front of your parents and you want to play a song that's barred up,
Right.
but don't got no curse words in it.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Or a dance song that's hip hop,
Yeah.
that don't got no curse words in it.
So my
Or a love song for your girl that
Yeah.
don't got no curse words in it.
Right.
Yes,
So like
sir.
to play the music for our children without having to worry about a lot of profanity in it. You know what I'm saying? I got friends, family, I got older people that are in the church and everything. They don't like listening to a bunch of profanity and they like,
And they love our music.
and we able to share that freely with them because this one, no profanity, it's already edited, you know what I'm saying? It's
52 minutes
2
long.
tracks, like 2 tracks that have actual edits. Everything else was already written without nothing in it. So it was really great penmanship throughout. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, he inspired me so much on the pen side. His writing ability is and
I know that's what I do.
his speed match with the ability. It's crazy because I'm like, bro, I don't know how y'all niggas write so fast.
Shout out to Spreeze. My guy, listen, shout out to him too. Don't let him do this, y'all. Don't let him do this.
That's cool.
It's a beast.
My pen, I appreciate my pen. My pen is nice. But y'all, the ability to write efficiently and have substance and be good at what you're doing and be able to write so fast, that shit's crazy. I can't write fast. I can't. It is what it is. It may take me an hour, it may take me 2, it may take me 30 minutes on a good day. But
I'm about to say, everybody got their process.
it takes me a long time. I got my process. My
My
process
sister be
is
saying
what
that,
it is.
saying that about like when we be printing shirts. I mean, cool. She'll come back and be like, I ain't tell you to do the whole thing. Oh, you good?
It's like I'm an
How
artist.
you do that? It's like, you do that in a
Artist,
day.
I'm sensitive about my shit. I do what I gotta do.
You know what I mean?
It's like, how you do it in a day? I did it in a night.
That's all I'm saying.
But also like him having his schedule from he gotta be in bed, make sure his schedule locked, whatever, so he can get up. He gotta get his 8 hours of sleep. I'm a night owl, so he doing his shit. He writing during the day and everything, and then he hitting me, throwing me memos and little ideas and whatnot. Like, all right, I think I got this with it, and I was like, all right, bet. I'm gonna get to it. And then
That's why
later in the night, and then I'm sending him something at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because I just stayed up to work on my part of it, and he like, all right, I respect your process because I'm a night person for real. It's late nights and early mornings. I'm used to working first shift, but staying up late. So
That's how I was on working the whole end. Like, I'm glad I got my sleep schedule back to.
Yes.
Like, I didn't like that whole night thing, man.
I work off like 4 or 5 hours of sleep most nights.
Yeah, I'm that type of too.
Uh,
I can take cat
yo,
off. Back up.
He can tell.
I'm not a whole 8. If I get a whole 8, I'm tired throughout the day,
I
bro.
don't need the whole 8.
I done had too
but I
much.
want the whole 8 though. Like I want the
I ain't
entire.
gonna get into all the details, but the reason I do that is
That's the discipline y'all had with sports, especially wrestling and shit. Nigga, you gotta be fully rested.
Man, like,
If you're not fully rested,
Depending on your
like,
work or
you
your
got
schedule,
one,
yeah,
you end up getting a little tight muscle.
bro,
Now, bro, done got you and pinch your shit.
hour
You
7
can't
is
move.
like, bro, why did you? Like, I got to start over damn near. Like,
So,
yeah, it's been a
he
good
be
episode.
grumpy, that's love. But you can
you
see
wake up 30 minutes early, he grumpy for the rest of the day.
What you saying? You can see it, but you can see it. What I love that my wife, she get on me crazy, like he get on me too about it. I love you, baby. But
I'm gonna talk
you
about
know,
shit.
it's and I take pride in that because you know it shine through. You know what I mean? And somebody up at 4 a.m. tapping that pin, and that's what I always tell my wife. But she loves that so much, and so much that she make fun of me like you do.
Kind of like
But, and I love it because
like
like,
changing the guard.
but it's the truth. You know what I mean?
You go
But
sleep, he picking it up.
it's always a great joke in that real shit.
Yeah.
And I love that one. And I accept that one, you know, on me because it's like the truth. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, I'm the nigga tapping the pin at 4 a.m. And I'm like, it's go time. So
Lifetime athlete, same discipline to this day of like 8 hours a night, making sure he can handle business 110% all day, you know what I'm saying? Everything gets its proper respects throughout the day, and when it's time to write, it's time to write. When it's time for family, it's time for family. When it's time to work, nigga, work getting knocked out, and everything is gonna be what it is.
Hey.
And I handle business throughout the day, and then after everybody else is asleep,
yeah,
I'm up chilling. That's when I got my time.
But look,
Time
but
for my
when we all
break.
wake up, you know what I mean?
Same
So
shit.
that's what I'm like.
I still handle the business.
Like, it's like, it's so dope, bro. It's such a dynamic that I'm just so grateful for, bro. You know, so.
It's
Yeah,
destiny.
I done had times where I
It's
worked 8 in a Ford and then drove to Florida. Okay, short up boy, got the national. You gonna get to that check-in.
You know what I'm saying? Like, really,
Yeah, like a motivation.
Different
To get
processes.
your ass up.
Yes,
to
sir.
get your ass up.
And different processes, the same outcome, man. Just quality
I'm grateful, bro.
and authenticity. We put our real lives into this shit. So it's like sometimes it's really hard to give myself credit sometimes because I know I really do a lot. I really do a
you
lot.
gotta have that too, like, you know.
Cause the whole album,
He don't be
I'm
saying
the-
it, but I'm gonna say it. You know
I'm
what I
the
mean?
engineer though. You
But
know
I'm
what
gonna
saying?
say,
like,
I'm gonna yell it. You know what I mean?
throughout the whole album, I'm the
right.
one recording us. Like he pull up, he doing his verse. I gotta record his verse for him.
I had to stop even telling that at one point because he was like, because he was saying that like because I'm turning in like and we got verses and we got ideologies and things going, memos and things, and I'm like, yo, you realize you recording all this? Like you realize you're doing all this work too, and you writing, like, and you know what I mean? I'm like, you're providing, like your family, like you realize like, and he's like, damn, because he don't be giving himself that much credit, and that's just him being humble who he is. You know what I mean? It's like I will be that for him, like dog.
Yeah, that's important.
Not only are you like we're giving this out as a joint product, it's my brother. You know what I mean? Our freaking label. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make sure that you know, like, dog. I see that work too that you put. You're not just writing verses in like studio time is going like no, dog. You like take care. You know what I mean? Like every day, yes. In the night, in the morning. You know what I mean? As soon as you wake up, bro, I see you and you recording this up and engineering it and we sending things out, getting things back. Like you're doing all that too. Like I will be that much for him because he is great, bro. He's special. So, you know, you gotta know that or have somebody that know that for you. If you, because I doubt myself too. So, you know, to have him or
It's
to
easy
have
to doubt yourself.
yeah, you know what I mean.
It make you feel like.
But to have him, that's where that grace comes from. You know what I mean?
Is this really for me type thing? You might have, you know what I'm saying, a little feeling of imposter syndrome, all that type of shit. Bro. Like, I was feeling like that. You know, my first event, I had 2 people buy shirts. I was like, oh, shit. I don't pay for the building. But it's like shit, man. You keep going, man.
Yeah,
The
You
highs and
gotta
the
do
lows.
everything. You gotta go through them emotions and shit.
that's the biggest part. Like for my whole thing was like enjoying those parts though. Like, I think my first show, like I had 5 people. 3 of them was like family members. One of them was the homie, and then like there was this one chick that slid through. I think she just.
That's what's up. Yeah, and we turned up.
But like, yeah, those 5 was there, and it was like, you know, the pictures they took and everything like that, like that mattered. You know what I mean? Like, so like I started to look at the thing like, you know, I don't care if it's just one person that showed up, like one person showed up. Like if I duplicate that times 1,000, you know what I mean? Like if I duplicate 1,000 times 1,000, you know what I mean? And it's like, but if I got one person to show up, I got the formula to get 1,000.
Sir, you gotta put the groundwork in. And
Yes, sir.
the fact that, like, I said it in the Bible verse, it's more than just a business, it's a brotherhood. So, like, we hold each other accountable on a daily basis as well. So, even outside the music, you know what I'm saying, we having those real life conversations, making sure we're keeping our mentals correct, you know what I'm saying, so we can process everything and get through our days. But then when it comes down to the music, we able to turn that switch and get to it. So, but the fact that it's such a, like, it's really brotherhood there. So it's us really just holding each other accountable, him holding me accountable, me holding him accountable to be able to get everything that we gotta do done. So like, we had drafts for like 9 records, and he like, bro, you got me back 1 verse out of these 9. Like, where your pen at? I'm like, I got you. Like, as much as you can get in here, I need you in here, making sure you getting your stuff in, because it's harder for you to get here and come record than it is for me to take my ass down in the basement, because I got the studio in my crib, so I can take the time to sit down here, get my pen going and everything. But like, I need you in here as much as you can get in here, and I'm gonna fill out the rest. Like, I'm gonna get there, but with our schedules being so different, that's really like really what it is like
So it,
he trying to get in because he got to get in early as possible to be able to get shit done.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. I'm making adjustments and arrangements, making sure everything cool. He can get his time in so he can finish everything up. And then I'm able to be up at night, 2-3 o'clock in the morning, whatever that I gotta do. I'm still up at work 6 o'clock in the morning the next day, type shit. But I'm able to be up and do that. Cause that's the way I work. So
yo, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm staying up 1-2 o'clock in the morning on the regular while we was doing the albums, and like I'm sending him records. He waking up to hearing shit like.
and I'm sending him shit. Look, the day start, I'm sending him shit back in. You know what I mean? Then you going in the night, sending things incomplete, more things, more ideas, and the other halves of things, and the process is so like, it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
so do y'all want to do shows anytime soon?
That was my only question.
We plan on attempting to do that too. We gotta get. I think we want to try to get a couple visuals
Yes.
shot,
Right.
and then throw like a listening party, drop the visuals, have a visual show during the listening party and stuff. So just a couple little things that we're working on trying to get.
Definitely make sure y'all invite us to that.
Nah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Definitely pull up.
Oh, that's love.
Shit, we need to get with you and get some merch going. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely do that.
We need to do a collab on the merch side, get some shirts and shit done. That's gonna be really.
I'm about to clean that room in a couple weeks.
That's what we really got, dude. For real.
I got a couple of equipment and shit.
Oh,
Definitely got you on that.
Yeah, let's definitely work on that for sure. That's
going
it.
forward, type, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
invest.
So,
Right.
you got any other questions?
Oh no, that's it. Like you know, yeah. Like I mean, I just appreciate y'all making music for like the people. You know what I mean? Like yeah, like this gonna be. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys got going on in the future, man. Like yeah, if you guys got anything that y'all need from us, man, let me know.
Thank y'all for having us.
Appreciate y'all, man. Also, too, once again, hashtags and handles and all that.
Yes, sir. BIGZOE _BIGZOE, all sites, Twitter, IG, Facebook. Yeah, my brother, man.
Man, Cuban 614. Don't forget the 614. That's TikTok, IG, Facebook. Google me, Cuban 614. Music pop up, all that. You know what I'm saying? It's there.
Where do we find Ancient Thoughts at?
And thoughts out on all platforms.
Make sure y'all get that Ancient Thoughts on all platforms. We got Q-Man, we got Bizzo, we got JC,
And we got Hillis.
and that's a wrap.
Thanks for
Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna make sure I edit that and send it to y'all so y'all can put it on y'all's YouTube and all that too.
Yeah.